Hey everyone, so now you would have made your Tunisian rainbow square, and this video I'm going to show you how we make another square and use the join as you go method. Saves you sewing on another motif and gives a really neat finish. So to do that we need to create a slip knot. I'm going to do it in just this sky blue colour, just so you can see the contrast with the white. So if you can see here, our bottom chain that we did when we did this square, the bottom, the V, the underside, we're going to insert the hook into there. We're going to yarn over, pull through our new colour, slip stitch. And then if we're making the blanket, the Tunisian blanket that I've got here, we would chain 30 to do the next square. But just for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to chain 8. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This counts as one square on our grid, on our chart. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 loops on our hook. Tuck the white behind. So what we need to do now, this is going to be our first row once we've done the return pass. We need to attach it to the side of our first square, and we need to line it up with the first row, so the first lot of bars. So if you can see the edge of your work, it has all the V's as well. And what we're going to do each time is work into the back of the V and also pick up a little stitch behind, and it will give a firm connection to the piece. Won't leave any gaps or holes or just feel flimsy or loose. So if you can see here, because row 1 is white on our previous square, we go into the back V of the white, and then we also pick up, I'll try and do that and keep that out of the way, into the back V, and then you'll see just like a little nodule. Whoops, sometimes a bit difficult to get into. We go into the back of there. Got there in the end. Some of them will be easier than others. So then what we do is we yarn over, we pull through those 2 stitches, and then we pull through the first loop of our return pass, and then we yarn over, carry on our return pass by going through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, till we have 1 loop left, sorry, not hoop. Let's start our second row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got 8 loops. So now we need to connect row 2 of this to row 2 of our first square. This is row 2. We find the V, go in the back loop of the V. This one's a bit easier. Pick up the back stitch. So this is the back of the V, and that's a stitch at the back of the work. We yarn over, pull through the 2, and then pull through the first loop on our hook. Then we carry on the return pass, yarning over, pulling through 2. So we're going to carry on doing that until we've done all of the sky blue, and then we'll swap over to purple. Okay, so now we've got 8 loops on our hook again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We go into connecting row 3, 1, 2, 3. We go into the back V of the third row, and then we catch a stitch at the back of the work as well. Yarn over, pull through those 2 stitches we just caught, and then pull through the first loop of your row. There we go, yarn over and pull through 2 back until we have 1 loop on our hook again. So now we've done 3 rows. You can see how they all match up. Row 1, row 2, row 3. It's quite an invisible join, very neat and a lot easier to do than to kind of do all the squares individually and knit them together, sew them together, sorry, at the end. So we'll carry on through the video. We'll go a bit fast until we reach the purple, and I'll just show you how to do the colour change for that row. Okay, so here you can see I've done all the sky blue and the rows all add up with each other. The join is so neat. It's such a good way to join Tunisian squares together. So you can see the next row is going to be purple. So at this end, or however the chart that you're going to be following is, you'll take the new colour, loop it through, pull the old colour down, then we start from the second bar. This is stitch 1, which will become that stitch, so we don't ever work into that first bar. We work into the second bar, pull up 8 stitches, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to join onto the purple row. You can see the back V I'm going to work into the back V. Trying to do that a bit closer to the camera for you. It's difficult with a darker colour, you can't see it as much. So into that back V, and then pick up a stitch from the back. You can see I've got 2 there, that's the V and that's the back stitch. We yarn over and pull through the 2 of those, and then we pull through the first loop on the hook. Then we yarn over, pull through 2 to finish the return pass. Just do one more purple row for you. The next video we're going to do will show you how to add a square onto the top of your work. So if you see, for my blanket I've got underneath us here, as well as adding squares on and joining as you go, and new squares also added onto the top. I'll show you how to do that in the next video. I'm just picking up the 8th loop for this row, working into this row to join, work into the back loop, pick up a stitch from the back, yarn over, pull through those 2, and then pull through that last loop that we had on our hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 all the way down till you have 1 loop left. So with this one, just for a bit of fun, I'm going to add a little mini strip onto the rainbow so it comes across this wide. Then with the chart, I'm just going to flip the chart on my computer. You can do that quite easily in any package. Flip horizontally, and then I'll have the arch of the rainbow going the other way. So I'll use the join as you go method to do another cloud and the other arch of the sky to create a full rainbow curve. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that little tutorial of how to do the join as you go, and I'll see you for video 3.